We have to look at the newspapers. Mamavi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Roland Walker. How are you?
I'm good.
Today's 30th, you know?
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow's 31st when we open our money box.
Right.
How much are you hoping you'd get?
I think 550. We didn't contribute some of the days.
550.
Yes.
550
I have this
Ghana.
exercise book I've been taking.
So you know you've contributed 550 Ghana.
No, I'm saying approximately we should. Yes. If it's less, I'm not sure it's not going to be.
As in 500 for both of us to share?
Yeah, because even we didn't really start from the beginning of January, did we?
Yeah, we did.
The first week of January,
yeah.
but not the 1st of January.
Yeah, not necessarily, because I don't even remember if the first January was a weekday or was a working day.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but let's do the newspapers. We will start off with the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Front page of the Times. Join crusade against Galamsey, VIP tells engineers. Also, don't undermine your minister's precedents. Okay, so don't undermine your minister's. President warns deputies. And government considering selling Ejura Avaima farms. Decision on GATE committee report today. That's the banner headline here. Yesterday, we were all hoping that it would come to the floor, but I think even before that, we heard that it may not even happen. But yeah, the report was late, except that members didn't have copies of that report. I heard that it's actually a huge one. So, you know, hopefully this morning, members of parliament would get those reports, and then we can get some analysis going on here on Joy News later this morning. But a bit of some of the stories in this paper today. Let's go to page 20 on this GATE report. And it says that the report of the Special Purpose Committee, which probed the bribery scandal that rocked the Appointments Committee, was laid on the floor of Parliament yesterday, but it is expected to be adopted and approved or otherwise by the House today. Majority Leader Osei Mensah-Bonsu on the floor of the House yesterday explained that the report could not be debated because members needed to be furnished earlier for them to properly peruse and make meaningful contributions. He said that the 50-page document could not be debated as in yesterday, considering the volume, hence the need to distribute the report to MPs in anticipation of debate and approval otherwise today. And the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has called on the Ghana Institution of Engineers and other professional bodies to join the crusade against the Galamsey menace in the country. He noted that though key national institutions were working together to deal decisively with the Galamsey challenge confronting the nation, government alone could not win the battle without a collaborative effort by other professional bodies to have a long-lasting solution to the problem. And then the call that President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has given a stern warning to his incoming deputy ministers not to fall into the habit of undermining their substantive ministers. It continues to say that his administration would not countenance any act of disloyalty or subversion against any minister of state by his or her deputy. And back page of the Times, government considering selling Ejura Avaima farms. Story says that the government is considering selling the Ejura and Avaima farms to private investors. That's according to the Minister of Food and Agriculture, Dr. Owusu Akoto. He said the farms were not being put to good use by the country, and the private sector could better manage the farms if they were sold to them. Also, Ghana spent $2.2 billion on food importation. So $2.2 billion was spent on the importation of 8 food items that are grown in the country in 2015. And this was also a disclosure made by the Food and Agriculture Minister. Thinking if we can fast forward to the things exactly that we imported, which we also grow in this country. But you can take your time and grab the paper and read the rest of the story in the Times.
So we have the Daily Guide. It has on the front page, Nana warns ministers clocks 73 years. And it was a birthday of the president on Wednesday, I should say. And you have a picture there of President Akufo-Addo celebrating his birthday with his grandchildren, his wife, Rebecca, the beautiful Rebecca, family and the rest of his staff for the presidency, etc. And then we have government cancels spoke about 225 million Ghana city contracts.
To who?
We have to read. Okay, I'm trying to find it from page because the page has not mistakes. So let me just go to the page.
So Roland, who is cutting the cake? Oh, okay, it's the president. So who's that?
These ones?
No. There's somebody behind them.
This one? I can't see anybody.
Okay. All right. We're talking about what's on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper. And I'm looking at the picture of the president and his family again, asking questions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe we can put it back on the on the screen. I don't know if somebody can figure out. Is that Mr. Hackman Osajiman? No?
This one?
Yes. No. That's the gentleman carrying the little kids on the front page of the paper.
This is the president, too.
That's the president again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was one photograph. You get what I mean?
Yeah. So this is serious.
Please forgive me.
Your eyes spoiled than I thought. And then we have other stories there on the front page of the graphic of the Daily Guide. We also have sex toy girl freed and special prosecutor will be fair, according to Godfred Yeboah-Adami. Godfred Yeboah-Adami, I know, has been nominated, appeared before the Appointments Committee for the position of Deputy Attorney General.
One of two deputies, actually.
Yes, one of two. All right. So those are the stories we have for the Daily Guide.
Let's do the Daily Dispatch. Front page of the Dispatch. Towards NDC's 2020 slot, JDM should not contest 2020. That's according to Benefsin. Stopping Galamsey will create bigger problems. That's in quotes. Ghana Poverty Mapping Report is also in the paper, and it says, I think it's one that, you have to take your time and read. There's a full report of MPP's government investigations into Ameri contracts, a continuation from a report from yesterday in the paper. Okay, in the Daily Dispatch newspaper of today. Okay, back page. Kwame Nkrumah founded Ghana. That's according to John Dramani Mahama. President warns deputy ministers, you will not benefit from the politics of disloyalty. That's it for the paper, Rola.
So we have the Statesman, and the Statesman has on the front page 560 million Ghana cedi agri project to create jobs. I won't allow disloyalty. President cautions appointees, and you have a picture there of the president celebrating his birthday with his beautiful wife, the First Lady, Rebecca Kufuor, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the Vice President, toasting to his birthday, 73 years on this earth. Happy birthday again.
Belated.
Okay. Belated. We did wish you yesterday, though, the President.
Let's do the Business Finder. That's the last newspaper that we will do. The Business Finder front page. Businesses, investors upbeat as policy rate drops. Also, we're not aware of push for extension. And Ghana's major development partner, the International Monetary Fund, says it is unaware of government decision to push for an extension of the bailout program. Quotes, we're not aware of the authorities' decision to seek an extension to the ongoing IMF-supported ECF program. And that's an IMF spokesperson telling the Business Finder in an email. They say the fund, however, added that any request for an extension could be considered if the authorities request it to achieve the country's economic objectives. Also, let's go beyond buying and selling. That's Professor Nsoa Nuyama saying that there. And that will be it for the headlines on the front page of the Business Finder newspaper.
So we have all the papers now looked at.
Yeah.
Have you got a Dispatch?
Not the Daily Graphic though, because we don't have the graphic yet.
You mean today they didn't publish?
That's not what I said. I said we don't have it.
Okay.
I don't work with the Daily Graphic.
I don't know.
But maybe we can get the headline on myjawline.com. Let's try and see.
Let's see.
Yep.
So we have the headlines, and we have to go to Major Online. We have a couple of the stories.
A woman who inserted dildo into co-tenant's vagina.
What is a dildo?
Dildo. Okay, that's not for me to explain. It's for you to Google. It's a co-tenant's vagina freed over technicalities. So a woman who was standing trial for inserting a dildo into a co-tenant's vagina after getting her drunk has been acquitted and discharged by an Accra Circuit Courts. Is that person still a tenant in, living in that house? Government policy to get boost with APRA studies on agric commercialization. Are you doing the Google?
Yeah, I'm Googling. I don't know what, is it doodle or
All
dido?
right, let's move on. Don't share the details with us, though. Let's move on and check out other headlines on the page.
No,
Deputy
I keep hearing it, but I don't know
designates
about it.
Makes case
Am I not entitled to?
Oh, Roland, stop distracting.
Well, maybe some answer.
Deputy AG designate makes case for increased access to legal training. Also on our page this morning.
Oh, okay. I know.
My 4 favorite
I've seen it.
Pray, plant, push, and play. It'll be good to read this piece. Please take time and read it.
How do you call dildo?
Anxiety peaks in Parliament over Jogate Committee reports. Okay, still on myjawline.com.
Unfortunately, I can't read the meaning of dildo.
Okay, so the story's been breaking from sometime yesterday. Central Bank governor resigns. The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Abdul Nashiru Issa Haku, has resigned from his post as Bank of Ghana governor. That's according to my Joy Online sources. So a lot will come out today. Some people are putting 1 or 2 together. What will make him resign? What has happened today? Was he pushed out? Stuff like that. But we'll get you a lot more details on our show this morning. Ashanti NPP communicators drop mics over lack of appointments. They said they did a fantastic job as communicators towards their win. And now nothing is happening. They're tired. They go on radio stations and, television stations every day.
And they say they're going on strike. Exactly. Have they started?
We'll wait to see today because the conversation peaked yesterday. I listened to the Ashanti Region NPP Director of Communications was telling them to go back to work and that they should give the ministers and those who have been appointed some time to settle, about a month. Because there are great plans for them, apparently. And he mentioned Kojo Ponkroma and another person at the Ministry of Information who have a master plan for all the communicators across the country. City FM Online, funding for special prosecutor in limbo. Revelation made by a member of parliament. Vigilante group members free to join national security. Ambrose Derry, Interior Minister, making that statement. Group pushes for publication of Jogate Committee reports, and Bank of Ghana Dr. Issa Haku resigns. That's surprising because, as Bank of Ghana governor, it's not like you go with the end of an administration or the beginning of a new one. It's a fixed tenure.
Kind of, yes.
Yes. So you can't, we can't say you've been sacked, but we know that sometimes diplomatically there are conversations, so you're made to resign. But we're yet to know if this is what happened in this case, but it's surprising for almost everybody because, it's out of the blue, if you like. So there will be more conversations out of this. We'll put 1 or 2 together and see where it gets us. Ifutu Chiefs banned party colors at 2017 Abuachir Festival. Am I the only person who is thinking that this call will not be adhered to? You know what I mean? Okay, that's it. You can go through my City FM Online when you have the time. Let's finish off with some BBC. Roland?
So on the BBC, we have Zumabad from Kathrada Funeral.
Yeah. Are you here, Roland?
Yes, I'm here. And then we have other stories there, Mama B.
Okay, I want us to click on that story because it's interesting. This is one of the very respected South Africans. You know, he also contributed his quota to
the apartheid regime.
Exactly. And now the president can't be at his funeral. South Africa's President Jacob Zuma has not attended the funeral of veteran anti-apartheid activist Ahmed Kathrada at the request of his family. Mr. Kathrada called on Mr. Zuma to resign last year after he became... okay, Roland, you've got to help me here.
What do you have a problem with?
There's a word, M-I-R-E-D. Pronounce it. Mild.
Ah, it became mild then.
So when he was mixed up, when he was involved in...
Yeah, so mixed up.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I like you. You say we should use a simple English, right? Became mad.
Okay, so that's
to
the
be mad
reason.
In a lot of controversy.
So it means that they were not really friends, if you like. And he has respected that and not gone to the funeral. Charlie, Jacob Zuma, Brett. Okay, let's quickly go back and see if we can run through some of the headlines just before we make way for sports. After some highlights here, U.S. condemns corrupt DR Congo. Ivory price crashes in China. UK protests over Nigeria. Ghana deportations. I beg, this one, na home story. Make we click on them. Okay, so this is maybe some of our folks will be coming home from the UK. All right, let's go down. 17 people have been arrested after protests at Stansted Airport in Essex temporarily halted takeoffs and landings on Tuesdays. Police were called as a group entered a non-commercial runway and locked themselves in an aircraft. Those involved were trying to stop a charter flight, which they claim was due to deport people to Nigeria and Ghana. A spokesman for the airport said the runway was closed as a precaution, but reopened some time back. So in total, 23 incoming flights were diverted to other airports, including scheduled arrivals from various places. But our interest is, so they put some Nigerians and Ghanaians in an aircraft and they were to be sent back home, as in Ghana and Nigeria, and the people locked themselves up in a plane. I don't quite get it. Whether you like it or not, if you're illegal, they will bring you back home. So, okay, that's it for the BBC. All right. Okay, we're done, I guess. We're done here. You can go to the newsstands and grab the newspapers and read the details. But let's do our little money moment just before we rise and make way for sports. Topical is who becomes our coach. Apparently, there's been a short list. Yeah.
And we're told that speculatively we have the former coach of the Black Stars, Kwesi Appiah, in it.
Yeah.
And then we have the coach of the Cameroonian team that won the African Cup the last time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Nyaho Tamaklo is making a case not for us to consider Kwesi Appiah. I guess that's one of the things.
What's his problem?
Benedict will fill us in on the details.
Today's
30th.
But seriously, when Kwesi Appiah was coach, I watched Black Stars matches with a lot of trepidation because his substitutions sometimes were not at the time you needed them. But it's got to do with us having confidence in our
Ghana for Kasa.
No,
this
in
one
our
who
own.
Just left.
And then Evram Grant also did the same thing.
So I mean, what was the difference between him and Kwesi
No, but
Appiah?
coaches, sometimes you have some coaches like Heavy Rene. I mean, that man, when
we're not talking about him.
I mean, somebody like that handling national gives you some confidence when you're watching.
Okay, so question is, what's the difference between Kwesi Appiah and Mr. Grants? Was there a difference? Did you feel that there was a difference?
Yes, there's a difference.
What did he bring to the table that Kwesi Appiah didn't have?
Oh, you mean Grant? No. Not in terms of their coaching skills. But we have differences. One was a black guy, one was white. The other was a Ghanaian, the other was an Israeli.
Unless
the other
we're
had
saying
coached Chelsea before, the other one had coached
Unless we're saying that
the Sudanese
with
team.
I'm talking about how they improved the team technically, apart from wearing the same shirts and whatever it is.
Kwesi Appiah liked wearing, some dresses.
What?
Some
really? No. What I'm saying is that, is it that the players respected Avram Grant's more.
Yeah, because they felt that he had a pedigree, he had coached Chelsea before. You know, I think psychologically it plays in the mind of the players.
Because otherwise, I felt the same under those two coaches with the team.
Yeah, when the team was playing, they don't exude a lot of confidence. Yeah.
Exactly, it was the same. I don't know.
Seriously, if we go back for Kwesi,
maybe that's what we deserve.
And the coaching a Sudanese team is not the Black Stars anyway. Charlie, it's better we go for our own than go for another danda head from someone who's come to take our money. Look, if Kwesi Appiah takes $50,000, the money will stay in Ghana. I mean, that's the thing.
No, but that's the thing. They won't even pay him on time. That's it. They don't pay him. They don't pay him that much anyway.
We need to fight for our own.
Master, bring your 10 CDs.
50,000. 70,000. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Tomorrow we open our box. We open our money box tomorrow.
Yeah, yesterday I paid for extra. You remember?
Ah, yes, true.
Yeah, I told you I have a size, but I've been taking. So.
We open our money box tomorrow. If you want to do it with us.
Is it tomorrow?
Yes. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's 31st. It's the last day.
No.
Yeah, we've made it this far. Stay with us. We've got great
What do they say, Ebenezer?
Here on the show. So definitely stick with us. We've got sports coming your way right after this.